Putih. Bismillah. We here, man. What's happening?
Where we at?
Where we at, man? Putih punya nigga.
NYC, bro.
NYC. Minum tudu. NYC the day.
In Dumbo.
We in Dumbo, bro.
Yeah.
Why is New York so big but so small at the same time?
I don't know, man. I feel like they did a terrible job of planning this shit because it's fucking tight, small,
Hella people.
it's congested, but it's cool though.
No, it's cool. I like it. I like New York, man. It's like everybody's on the grind. Everybody's going somewhere. You know, like you will never see it. Like you might never see somebody twice. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah.
everybody's like, this the only time I'm gonna see you for the rest of my life. You know, and then people are speaking different languages. It's a lot of culture here.
Yeah.
You know, like what is it? Sanses? Is that where the Senegalese be?
Yeah. There's a lot of Senegalese people on Sunset. A lot of them on Canal Street.
Mashallah. Go
My
there.
niggas.
Cafe Tuba.
Shout out to all my niggas on Sunset, man.
Yeah, man. You've been here for a minute. How New York? What you been here for? 3 years now?
Coming up.
Coming up on 3?
Yeah.
From Cincinnati. to
Nah,
Atlanta?
not from Cincinnati.
Nah, yeah, not from Cincinnati. From the.
I'm back home now.
No, I mean like so.
I feel home. I feel like I'm home.
Okay, you feel. I mean, yeah. I guess you started from New York,
Yeah.
right?
The
And then,
idea of being in Cincinnati always killed me. But
Really?
it was good for for what it was.
Yeah, it was a good foundation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was a good foundation.
I feel like, that's why we're here.
Yeah, but I mean,
Right now.
all of us kind of just
Yeah. So
took a leap of faith. You know, I'm in Atlanta right now, and I'm in New York for the week. So we pulled up and we just said we were gonna chop it up, have a conversation.
So how do you feel about the A?
The A is good, man. The A is
Yeah.
good. A lot of money there. You know, opportunities there. Like I haven't really been like as locked in as far as doing shows and performing. You know, like I don't know, because when I first went over there, I was doing a lot of it, right? But it always felt like, oh, I'm just performing in front of the same artists, you know, and they always had like this, oh, you gotta pay to play, you know, which I'm okay with doing to a certain extent, but like I don't know, at this point, I've done all of that, bro, and you know, like it was just like, bro, I feel like I'm repeating the same thing, and there's nothing coming out of it. In a way, you know what I'm saying? Like even in Cincinnati, I felt the same way a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I don't know, Cincinnati was a lot more richer and a lot more, cause you know like when you first drop your first project and you perform it for your first time in that city, you know what I mean? For you to do it consistently over and over, that was really like the foundation. So like you didn't really have a problem with just performing in front of the same people over and over, you know. But
Yeah.
as you get older though, and you starting to like mature more and you start to understand the music business and the purpose of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You kind of got to be like, all right, bro, let me back up and look at a bigger picture.
Yeah,
you know?
100%. Yeah, I have a lot of times, like pull myself back from something that I'm doing because I found like usually I can find that I'm in a loop of doing the same thing or being around the same circles or whatever. So I try to like be different about that essentially, right? So when it comes to like the scene in Cincinnati, it got to a point where I started to realize like, oh, like this doesn't make much sense because we are either performing or showing around like the community that only need it, right? Or the community that only like pay attention to it or whatever. There was not much of an outreach. But then then I started realizing like the outreach is actually the internet, which we all have access to essentially, right?
Yeah.
So when I started realizing that, I started to lean more towards that rather than like hang out like with a bunch of artists where there's like, how are we helping each other to grow?
Yeah.
If we're in the same room doing the same thing, like who are we like impressing each other or whatnot?
That's what it comes down to. That's what it be feeling like sometimes.
So when I got to Atlanta, like I avoided that like sort of space, and I trying to like, even sometimes with like certain mediums or certain things that I do in art, sometimes I find myself that I don't want to associate myself so much with that because of what it might come with, or if it doesn't benefit me. But hanging around artists, I get it. It's fun and everything, because we all great minds that like think alike or whatever.
Yeah, I love artists.
But at the same time, like it has to make sense because we're growing and
Growing.
we have to go towards a goal. Like
Yeah.
we each have a goal we have to achieve or whatever, and then we have this big dream.
Mm-hmm.
And to be realistic, it's not done. It's done with a team, but it's not done by hanging out.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. You got to like get out of that comfortable because you could get very comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you got to get uncomfortable so that way you can start to grow. Like, you know what I mean? With you in New York and what time is it? It's about to be 10 o'clock. You know, you've been working all day. You've been editing. You know what I mean? You're working with big name artists. You know what I mean? Like if you were to stay in Cincinnati, you know what I mean? You wouldn't have got booked and wouldn't have got to the point that you're at. You know what I mean? Like I'm hearing you and him doing work. He's modeling. He's doing runway shows. You know? And it's like, but at first it was uncomfortable though. Right. At first, and same thing with me. Like, bro, like I'm in Cincinnati, bro. People coming to me talking about, hey man, I like that album. You got album of the year. Like, like you opening up for Burna Boy. You doing shows left and right, and then you just walk away from all of that, right? And it's uncomfortable. But what that does is that makes you come up with another way, right? Like, and you mentioned the internet.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't even think it matters where you at. Like, you could be in Cincinnati, you could be in Atlanta, you could be.
It does matter a little bit because of access to what you might have access to.
100%. But what you need access the most to is the internet, I feel like.
It is the internet. It's one of the most important tools.
Right. Because like for me, I've been able to build a fan base just off of Harlem Game Day. You know what I mean? But that wouldn't have dropped if I was still in Cincinnati. You know what I mean? It wouldn't have dropped. It was like, all right, now I'm in a whole new city. I don't know nobody, right? Who's paying attention to me? Who's liking my stuff? Who's sharing my stuff? Oh, it's Senegal. Oh, okay, let me drop a whole album for them. You know what I mean? So it's like you got to get out of that comfortable zone.
That was a good strategy.
Yeah, for sure. And you got to just kind of always got to stick to you. Like even when I'm rapping in Wolof, like I feel like you don't even got to understand Wolof to get the vibe. You know what I mean? Like
and that's something that I also want to talk about. Like I've been telling like friends that's like in the industry who also work in the art of like rap, and then like. A lot of people that I know like are multifaceted, right? So let's say they can rap, they can sing, they are actually artists. They can like maybe play an instrument or they can harmonize a certain way, right? Like that doesn't put you in that doesn't put you in that niche of just being a rapper or whatever, a rap artist or whatnot. Like you're a musician essentially, rather than being like saying that I'm a rapper. Because I think. Not that rapping have a negative connotation to it, but there is more in the industry than just rap for us black folks. So it's like, I introduced my friend like, he's an artist. Like, oh, what kind of art? Like, I'm like, he raps, sings, or whatever. Like, but once you say rap, I think essentially that's the first thing that ring. Like,
100%.
Like it rings the most. Like 100%. Even you can say like, I rap, I do rap, I do.
Automatically they start thinking about, are you selling drugs, or you killing people?
You can say opera, they will go directly to like the rap and like
So describing yourself as an artist or a musician, like for me, I just be like, I express myself.
Right.
I prefer saying I express myself than I'm a rapper, or I'm an artist, or I'm a singer. I express myself because art is. It's a roller coaster, you know what I mean? Like sometimes I want to sing, sometimes I want to rap in Wolof, sometimes I want to rap in English, sometimes I want to rap in French, even though my French is like, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's the expression, how you feel, So,
I mean,
it's been a journey though. It's definitely been a journey. And like, this is like, like we've been at this for a minute. Like we've been at this for a minute, from Invest video to Too Much, very first video.
10,000 hours.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
That's already in. That's why like sometimes, I get it. Some people are like, oh, you want to be picky who you work with or how you work with. I'm like, it's because like I put in all this time in order for me to like want to achieve what's the greatest at every time I hit. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm just gonna try my best at every time. So I'm not really into like the trying, like, let's just try some shit out. Like, a lot, majority of the time it works or whatever. But anything with a plan, I feel like execute a lot. Like, it hit a little different, It hit a little different. you have it premeditated. You're not
You're not freestyling
on
it.
side. Yeah, you're not freestyling it, bro. But
Yeah.
like this is why we put in this 10,000 hours, bro. Like you're not going on tour and freestyling your tour. Like,
Nah. Yeah.
like yeah, I'm just freestyle this hours. That's touring. It's whatever. Like I perform any song. Just get on the stage.
Yeah. Just.
Just play anything.
Boy,
You're not
everybody
doing
gonna
that.
walk out. Yeah, everybody gonna be like, "But what's going?" I thought I'm here to.
You there for a show. You
Yeah,
get what I'm
here for
saying?
a show, you know.
You're there for a show.
And the beautiful thing though about like doing it for 10,000 hours plus, like it becomes like an automatic. Like even though you don't always want to freestyle, right? But like because you've done it for 10,000 hours, sometimes
Second nature.
Right, exactly. It's just your subconscious is already. Like I could just come to you, literally meet you today and be like, hey bro, I'm trying to shoot a music video, right? Like I might not have an idea, but then I'll give you the name of the song and you've been doing this for 10,000 hours, so automatically your brain will just start.
Yeah.
And then you could just literally just pick up the camera and
100%.
because you've been doing it for so long.
100%.
You know?
Yeah. Nah, definitely. And I have in the past too. Like, bro, we shot. What was the one we shot in my studio in downtown Cincinnati?
Never Ending? You talking about Never Ending outro? We shot so much stuff in that
The
studio.
the outro, the one with the
Never
red.
Ending outro.
The never ending
Yeah,
outro.
from the field.
We shot that in an hour, edited in an hour,
And then dropped it.
and then dropped it because the album was about to drop, and I was like, yo,
And that's beautiful that you're saying
do
this because
something.
because that's really how that's really like, and what that album won album of the year in Cincinnati, right?
Yeah.
But it wasn't like one of those things that like I was thinking about, but because I was doing this for 10,000 hours, more, and you just tell your mind, hey, I want to drop a project, right? And then all those things connect, you know what I mean? And literally it's the same thing with the heart, because we talking about the
True.
field. The heart is the same thing. Like
Yeah.
literally, bro, I got texts from with my little brother where I'm like hitting them back up trying to figure out like what the name was. And this is like December 28th. We dropped it December 31st.
Right.
So like December 20th, it had a whole nother title. It had a whole nother cover art. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
But then, as you just get closer to that time frame of you're gonna drop it, because you say you're gonna drop it, right? So your mind's gonna be like, all right, so let's go with this direction because this makes more sense. The songs are more cohesive with this title. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, you just gotta trust that something. It's something, and that's something us creators know. Like a lot of this stuff that we're coming up with, it's not really even like what you could attest to this. Like a lot of your deep work, it's kind of like it just comes to you, or it might even be by accident. It
Yeah.
might even be accidental, right? And
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I'm gonna keep that. I don't know what.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep that though,
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So you gotta leave that door open, and you just gotta trust.
Yeah, I think some styles of music videos, that's how they are, where like, it's like jumpy or whatever. It's like you catch this one moment, it's like, oh, I didn't even intend for this, but
Yeah.
we're gonna keep this. So, yeah, I definitely, I get it, and my spontaneous work also like shines a lot of times or whatever, but yeah. I like to plan it though. Plan it or even like, reference and like trying to draw something and then, bring it into fruition or whatnot. I thought this knucklehead, I was gonna direct his
He was directing last
shoots,
night.
his things anymore. He
He-
directed this. He also helped direct the last one we shot.
What's up with that, man?
So-
What you doing with it, man? You a young director in the making?
Trying.
You directing a video
My
as we
brain
speak.
working, boy. 10,000 hours.
I'm directing
doing this.
TikToks. He directing.
Hey, your TikToks are getting me weak, bro. What made you come up with the Wolof songs and just the malak like what happened? Like how did that just come about? Randomly?
Yeah, just implementing
I don't think he got a mic. Hold on.
like 2 and 2, implementing 2 and 2.
Implement 2 and 2?
Yeah, implementing 2 and 2. Culture, and then put on mad fashion. I get fly.
Yes,
I
sir.
might just dance to some malach or do a skit. I've been slacking though, but
Nah, ain't no such
that's
thing.
my whole thing with the TikTok is just trying something new, like being someone that's different, trying new content,
Good.
not doing something that's new. I just try stuff. I did the Majola to like Chief Keef, off like Finito. Like who would dance to Finito to some Mala? Like,
Yeah.
nobody would ever dance Mala to Finito.
That's
but
dope.
just try something different, man. you
Yeah,
know?
definitely.
That's all. Trying to be different,
Definitely.
but not too different.
Different.
We don't want no freaky.
No freaky activities.
Yeah, not too different, bro.
Nah, that's fire. Definitely.
Catch
stay
me
at
in the
it, though.
freaking rooms. I want to be different at any moment, anytime. I want. I don't know. It's not that I'm eager to shine, but like I just wanna. I mean, like sometimes I see it in fashion. I think like the most, it's like a lot of people want to be like dressed the same essentially, but like you can dress the same style without dressing the same as someone else. You get what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, this is a cool style. I like it. Yeah, get dressed like that, but like
Add your own twist to it.
you feel me? Add your own twist to it.
Yeah.
Create, you know?
Yeah, literally though. Like we was talking about this yesterday when we were just walking around the city. But like, you know, a lot of times, a lot of the ideas that you come up with, it's already been done. Like, you know, there's already
yeah.
an idea of it that's already been done, right?
At some point.
But
To a
it
certain
wasn't you that did it,
Right.
right? So now this is your opportunity to make that change and make it me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then like you just ask yourself, how can I make it me? And then you just find whatever's truest to you. You know, like with you, like you're talking about malak, like you doing a Senegalese, American song, and then you doing malak to it. You know, like you got that's really what it is. Like there's nothing. I mean, there are original, but you make it original. So like whatever you put into it, that's the originality of it.
But yeah, I get it. Speaking of original, man, it's about to be a real original holiday coming up on with the OGs of the West, getting our Independence Day.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
April 4th. How you feel about
Cat,
Senegal,
cat,
man?
cat.
And cat, man,
Man,
all over again.
It's about to
So
be lit. I'm gonna be in the city too.
when you think it's a good time for Senegal to
Take over? Shit, we taking over right now, bro.
take over.
We
That's
already,
wild,
we already,
man.
we already won the African Cup of Nations. They try to take it
Yeah.
back from us. We like, nah.
I think
We
I
won.
think we you know what? Okay, I'm gonna say this on camera. And actually, what day is today? Let's
Today?
date this.
Today is April 2nd.
Okay, and this might upset the world,
Uh oh.
but I see it.
Say it how you
I
feel.
see it.
Yeah.
I see it coming. I think Senegal gonna win the World Cup if they play.
Yeah.
If they play.
Hey, let's go.
There might be
Why
a lot
won't
of
they play
politics.
though?
There's a lot of politics going on right now.
Yeah.
FIFA and
Yeah.
they might want to play, and then FIFA might suspend them for like trying to have 2 stars. Like just petty shit. Right now we already enter a petty war, so it's one thing or another. Either they take that back before the World Cup, and we can play in peace, or if we don't do that, and then they're gonna try to be funny about stuff. But
I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be
at least
surprised.
that's what I think.
I
But
would not be surprised.
we'll see.
That's a good, that's a good thought.
Yeah, but
Always
I
trying to
miss
dim my
Senegal,
light.
man. I just went
Me
back in
too, bro.
October. I want to go back.
I ain't been back in so long.
I want to do a lot. I want to do a lot of work over there, man.
Yeah?
I think I just need to sit down and like figure out the network. If you're hearing this and you
You in Galson?
you're in Senegal, you got the link, man.
Sama guy.
Try to shoot some film, man.
guy dégale nga
I'm a guy. Film la ay film la bëgg produire Sénégal. Ngir yàlla nga amee link yi ah.
Waaw dagal check bi nag.
Woo leen ma.
Woo ko bëgg ko
Xam nga.
fly ko indi ko foofu xam nga ma ñëw ak moom jàppale ko
maa ngi ñëw,
ma may yor équipement yi quoi.
Voilà.
I'm gonna be your assistant.
You gonna do the music, bro. You gonna start. You gotta start learning how to engineer, bro.
Learn how to engineer.
Yeah.
Man, shout out Feezy Logic, man. Since we talking about engineering, like that's like that guy's been like really hands on with the stuff that I've been dropping within the last 3-4 years.
Facts.
He's in France. He
Shout
was
out.
in Kermassar. He
Right.
produced all of Holland Gainde. And we got Kermassar back there.
Our producer is
you
from
know?
Kermassar too.
Yeah. So
Kermassar,
and again,
aka Maki.
Maki Chongan.
Maki Chogan.
Chongan Towers.
No, they see you.
Chongan Towers.
Non, bro, xaar ñu bàyyi balaa moo arrêté kii bi.
No, we'll go out there. Waaye mais
Balaa
léegi
moo
par exemple
coupé
bi laay
émission
xam nga.
Yàlla na leen dal sax.
Shout out Senegal though. Shout out all the support we've been getting in Senegal. I know for me,
18.
Holland Gainde. After Holland Gainde, we dropped the heart. So you could only imagine what's next. It's a sequel. So we got Holland Gainde, then we got the heart, and then we're gonna drop. I ain't gonna say it, but just fill in the blank.
Yeah,
so that's
man.
what we locked in on right now.
That's fire.
The heart is out right now. We in New York to shoot content for it, and we're gonna just keep the ball rolling.
Yes,
Shout out
man.
to everybody for all the love, the support.
You crazy?
But not just for that, but just throughout the whole 10, 11, 12 years that we just been dropping projects and
Yeah.
doing shows,
I feel that.
Yeah, bro. Like it means a lot. You know, Cincinnati. Y'all watching this? You know, we reunited. It means a lot. We gonna bring it home. We gonna do a show there. We gotta do a show there this year, bro.
Inshallah, man.
You know.
Yeah, I'm excited too, bro. I'm excited for all these projects that's, we're cooking up right now. I'm trying to do a spec, so I'm not trying to pay for the tickets at the World Cup. So I'm trying to secure me a ticket at the World Cup and see if Puma is gonna hire me for me to do some work with them, man.
Course
So I'm doing a spec, inshallah. But
Of course
to
they
make
will.
that you got that ticket, man. We just gonna buy it, but it's $700. But like,
700 ain't bad.
we just gonna have to figure it
Hold
out.
on.
It's not bad. It's
For
not
one
bad.
game or for the whole?
One game.
Oh, okay. For one game, that's different. For one
And
game,
I'm
it's
talking about
different.
Adidas. Stop, bro.
For the whole.
I'm
I
talking
thought it was
about
for the
so
whole
much,
tournament.
like you like so far, right? You watching TVs, bro.
Nah, bro.
They probably just keep you inside the
$700.
stadium, son. You might be in the back, like in
That's almost rent in
backstage
Atlanta.
with a screen or
Another
something.
300. You got a month rent right there.
Yeah,
but,
I go
but,
out.
you
Yeah,
know.
they're bugging.
But inshallah, some
Some of the tickets are expensive, but like $1,500.
for sure, for sure.
2K.
You know, the World Cup coming to
I
America,
know those
so
tickets are insane, but you
they're
know,
gonna take
it is what it
advantage of
is. Inshallah,
yeah, it is
Puma.
what it is. Yeah, inshallah,
man.
Puma. If y'all watching this, man, hire
I
me.
know y'all watching.
I know y'all
but-
watching this. A conversation.
Please.
You know what I mean?
Pay for
the
my
check.
tickets.
Got the
I can
check.
work with y'all, man.
Got the check, man.
Got the check, bro.
But hey, man, it was dope just chopping it up, man. You know,
Yeah,
we here
bro,
for the next couple
likewise,
days.
bro.
We're gonna keep shooting
Inshallah, bro.
Keep
We got
shooting,
some
man.
shit coming up.
for sure.
I'm excited for what we're about to shoot.
For
Tomorrow
sure.
we're gonna come early in the studio,
Go to the
knock out
mosque,
some shots, go to the mosque, go pray,
shoot
see
some more
Harlem,
content, yeah.
go to the thrift store, shoot more content. Tomorrow is the content day, man. We're gonna do it
Inshallah.
tomorrow, inshallah. Saturday, also content day.
Sunday,
then,
I'm
we'll
going
go from
back
there,
to the
bro.
A on Sunday.
You know what I mean?
What you got for them people, man? You got anything? The mic is right here. If you speak up, they can hear you.
I'm a guy, Jafate.
Wow,
Shout out West Cincinnati.
wow,
Can never forget about y'all.
wow,
Yeah, Jafate.
Jafate.
Gang feel like
wow.
gang that jam like.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate y'all for watching, man. Chopping it up with the boys, you know. We out.